Hi guys, it is Kelsie and I am back for another episode of Healthy Living Tips, and this is episode 6 and we are talking about positive self-talk today. So I have a change of environment today. I am outside. It is so beautiful, and so if you see my dogs running around, we're in my front yard. So they're cute, so we'll just go with it. So I want to ask you a question before we get started. Do you consider yourself a what if person or an even if person? So let's unpack that a little bit. A what if person. What if I lose my job? What if I don't reach my goals? What if a pandemic hits? That just kind of sounds like it's rooted in fear and anxiety, right? And you can't control the things that you can't control, which we already know that. So why fear them, right? So an even if person. Even if I lose my job, even if I don't reach my goals, even if there's a pandemic, it almost sounds like this person, this even if person, is rooted in strength, courage, and confidence that even if something happens, they have the strength, confidence to get through it. The life experiences that they have gathered along this lifelong journey are going to help them get through whatever's happening, even though it's out of their control, right? So I want you to think on that just a little bit. Are you a what if person or are you an even if person? So positive self-talk. Have you ever thought about how your thoughts can hold sway on if you achieve your goals or not, or how your thoughts can elicit desired outcomes through your physical body? Like, have you ever thought if you talk to yourself negatively? Well, we all do that. We are all guilty of talking to ourselves negatively. I think that that's a human reaction. And I think that we can all say that, yeah, we've done that. When you're disappointed in yourself, when, the outcome that you were hoping for didn't happen. So does it make you feel good when you talk to yourself like that? Or is it okay to talk to ourselves like that? Maybe. But on a repetitive cycle, do you ever get the outcome that you are desiring by talking to yourself in such a negative way? I don't know. I think that's a question you need to ask yourself. But I think if we start talking to ourselves more positively, that inner monologue inside of us that is just turned around just a little bit to be more positively oriented, that you might elicit more positive outcomes and more goal-oriented actions than talking to yourself negatively. So before that we can talk about how to talk to yourself positively, I want you to think about the things that you say to yourself that are negative, that we could just tweak just a little bit to make them positive, and it could just be one word. So like, let's say things that I say about myself that are negative. Kelsie, you didn't work out today. You don't deserve ice cream after dinner. That's pretty negative. And I really like ice cream. So I could change that around to, I didn't work out today. I can still have ice cream because I'll make time in my day tomorrow to work out. I'm not denying myself anything. I'm treating myself with grace and kindness. And I'm not depriving myself of things that I enjoy, because I like to work out. I like ice cream and I have to have dinner. So even though I didn't get the thing that I wanted to get done today, which is working out or exercising, whatever it may be, I'm not gonna tell myself that I can't have ice cream because I don't deserve it. Because we're all human. We make mistakes. But if I talk to myself more positively and allow myself to screw up because I'm human, maybe my positive reaction to my positive self-talk is going to be, yeah, I'm going to work out tomorrow, because giving myself grace is really needed, especially in times right now. So I want you to think back on some negative talk that you have with yourself, and I want you to practice just changing part of it to make it more positively oriented, okay? And I want you to just try and stop it in its tracks of you catch yourself having that negative thought, or you catch it after the fact. Either one's fine. And I just want you to have a moment with yourself. Be mindful enough to know that that was a negative talk, that I wasn't talking to myself nicely. And I just want you to tweak it just a little bit and try and make it more positive in that moment. So the more that we do that, the more it'll change. I want you to think of talking to yourself like you would talk to your child or your spouse or your best friend. Would you let your best friend talk to themselves the way that you just talk to yourself? Maybe that'd be a good reminder and a good strategy of how you can start talking to yourself more positively, because you never know what kind of goals you can achieve when you start talking to yourself in a more gracious way. Thank you guys for joining me today. This was episode 6 of Healthy Living Tips, and I can't wait to see you next